Let's talk a little bit about how we can see our partner there, but we are not really seeing our partner or that person in front of us, maybe our children or parents or whoever that you are in relationship with in your life, right? We are in relationship with everybody all the time. There's many relationships in our lives, different kinds of relationships. And a lot of times people see their trauma in front of them. Oh, I'm going to get hurt. Oh, this is going to happen again. And then they close, and then they have this fabric in front of them, and all of a sudden they're not seeing, they're not being present with what is. And now we are seeing pain, we are seeing trauma. So how can you be more present? How can you be in this moment? Take a deep breath. I'm here, I'm hearing the sounds, I'm seeing the colors, I'm feeling the sensations in my body. I'm completely here and now. That was then, this is now. You are not that image, but a lot of times we are not conscious of that space. How can we come back and take a step back and say, I'm completely present? This is not, and even if that was that person that did something wrong, something you didn't like before, that was not pleasant, can you say that was then, this is now, this is now. I see it for what it is right now. I would love to hear what you have to say about that.
I love what you're saying, like the metaphor or just the anchor, the trigger, that was then, this is now, that was then, this is now, because the past doesn't equal the future unless you choose it to. We're emotional beings. We make decisions based on what we feel. We move towards things that we want to experience, and we move away from things that we don't want to experience. Now, Carl Jung, one famous psychologist, said that when two people interact, when two people meet, in whatever type of relationship it may be, if there's an emotional charge, if there's a reaction, then it's your projection. It's a reflection of you. And he said, the greater the charge, the greater your reflection. So could you get into a relationship where there's such a charge, which means it's a huge experience for you to learn about yourself, to the point that once you've learned that lesson, become aware of, okay, what has happened in the past for me to say X equals Y, and knowing that that was then, this is now, it doesn't have to equal the same, let it go. And when you let it go, the charge goes. And that's what forgiveness is, right? And forgiveness is not for the other person, forgiveness is for you, because you're the one that's holding on to the problem, okay? And so once you let it go, then you understand the gift that the person gave you to learn about yourself. Now that evolves the relationship. Wherever it goes, you take it to another level of consciousness, to another vibration, to another frequency. But all of us are scared of that. You know what has to happen from my experience? People aren't aware that the past is affecting the present until something happens to them. You have to go through perturbation. You have to go through what people call a crisis, a healing, some trauma. And I'm using those words because that's what the Western world uses. But you know what these are? These are moments where your spirit becomes alive again. Moments where your spirit has an opportunity to rise up and become a better energy, a better frequency.